Good. How'd you see that one, Hawk?
Yeah, they blew us away in the second half. I thought the first half we did a really good job to come in. I thought we were on top by the time we come in at half time, and we'd done an enormous job defending our own line, and then we're a bit unlucky not to be in front at half time. But second half we started poor. And to their credit, they were really good every time they got an opportunity. They made us pay, but the scoreline, isn't acceptable. But we'll take a little bit of things out of that first 40 minutes, but we've got to learn our lesson and move on.
You made some key position changes.
Yep.
How do you feel that evolved?
Yeah, I thought it was okay. I thought Wambai and Bird was a little bit scrappy here and there, but I thought they gave us something. Our attack, we were too impatient, but we're a lot more dangerous. Despite the scoreline, but so I got no problems with that.
Do you think you probably persevere with Moses at fullback and Jack at 5'8"?
Yeah, I'll have a look at it, Hoops, and we'll decide. We need to have a good look at that second half, but we just lost a lot of big moments there where we'd already done 42 tackles in our own 20 in the first half, but the second half with that scrappy try, we didn't clean up the kick, and then they really surged at us and rolled our ruck, and when they're in that mood, they're a really tough team to defend.
When did you know you were going to make that call on those switches?
Oh, we trained all week in that shape, yeah. So after last weekend.
And what was the reason? Was it something you saw last week? Was it send a message to the younger boys? What was you thinking there?
No, just we'd struggled the last couple of games, Penrith and Cronulla, and they were just both with young guys. Sometimes you just need to get them out of there, in their development. It's not a long-term thing, but we've got some good depth in our squad. We just need to get a little bit of stability there, which, as I say, for the first 40 minutes tonight, we had that, both attack and defence, and but those young guys are a big part of our club. It's just sometimes if they're a little low on confidence, which they were after that Cronulla game, you got to help them rather than leave them there.
How do you react as a coach then when you say that you were doing quite well at the end of the first half, you send them up for the second half, and Parramatta scored that, somewhat fortunate would be being kind try. What's your reaction as a coach then in terms of just keep doing what we're doing, or you have to react to the fact that they've now gone obviously the whole extra score in front?
No, it is what it is. So we'd hung on to the game really well, but we gave away a penalty coming out of trouble for a flop, and at the end of that set they get as you say, a pretty fortunate try with the bounce, and we failed to clean it up. So that's just a game. We had to get back into the game, but they were just a bit too good for us.
You looked as though you've done really well to wrestle the momentum back towards the end of the first half. How did you see it from a player's point of view, then the way the second half unfolded?
Yeah, well, we always knew they were going to come out and start really fast, so we just knew we had to try and hang with them. And I felt like we definitely did swing the momentum in the first half, and we were coming back. They were getting a bit loose in the middle, but we talked at half time that they'd do the same, come out and start fast, and we obviously didn't go with them.
How do you turn around, Benny? Because obviously it's going to be a tough patch with Penrith, Cronulla, South coming up, Roosters on Anzac Day. How do you turn it around now?
Go back, look at the game, learn as best we can, and move on. I know it's a tough night out there, and we just need to take some really good lessons out of that game, I think, and try and be better next week.
Did you at any point, when you're speaking at half time, did you think about in terms of we might have to chase this a bit more aggressively or in a more expansive manner? Because Parramatta obviously play a really high completion rate, but they're also throwing the ball around a fair bit. And do you think, well, obviously when they score one try, you're going to have to play a bit more expansively than you might have otherwise liked?
No, at half time we were in a really good space. As Ben just said, we had to start fast with them and just keep going and play the long game. But the penalty coming out of our own end, we didn't defend that, and then that's a big momentum swing. But we didn't have to change too much other than maintain our composure and we'd already done, I think, 40, or we only had 40% of the ball in the first half, so our legs were always, a little tired from that, so we need to spend some long periods with the ball early in that second half, and I think after 10 minutes in the second half, they'd completed 7 from 7 again, and we'd had the ball for 3 sets, so once they got that first try, they got their tails up, and the momentum when you're playing Parramatta, they're a really good attacking side, and there were some things there that we need to deal with, but the momentum of the game just kept going their way, and we couldn't reel it in.
Ben, I know it's only early doors, round 4, but what's your assessment on where your opposition tonight are at?
Oh, they're obviously travelling very well. They're up the top, I think. They complete really high. They defend well. They scramble really hard for each other. They got good attack, and if they can turn up and do them things every week, then they're going to be a tough team to beat. So, I think they're travelling pretty well.
Thanks, guys.
Cheers.
Thanks, fellas.